All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Larson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Larson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Over!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They're going to look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
Operating from the gun. Larson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Larson. He's going to fire one deep over. And got his man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
No, check. Patriot.
To throw on 2nd down. Larson stepping up. He'll try and run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Hines. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Off play action. Larson steps away. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Larson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green.
Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Looking to throw on second down. Larson throwing the slant pattern here complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Operating from the gun. Larson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Larson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Larson. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off play action. Larson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Now it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. On 4th down, Larson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Still fighting for more. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20, 10, and finally out of bounds just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 93 yards. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw. Larson sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Larson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Larson. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Larson, and this is incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And that will be incomplete as well. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. That is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Open man is Thielen is complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on first down. Larson. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lambo on for the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Off play action. Larson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Larson. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Larson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Larson. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Larson, and that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Larson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 45 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. Off play action. Larson. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Larson. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On first down, Larson. And he rifles one incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. Larson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They run with Hines. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Colts on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Gone! 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 Gone!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Ebron with it over the middle. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Here we go. Green 39! Green 39! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Back to throw. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watching that, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
This will be taken at the 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.